Howdy, fellow movie fans, and welcome back for another edition of the Wisco Movie Watchers podcast, brought to you by PTE Creative. As always, we're your hosts, Evan and Dylan Davies. It's the end of the year, and the end of a project here.
Mm-hmm.
Wildly so. We have officially finished the Top 100 series, which was a month by month, year-long project that we did, and now we're doing a little postmortem, if you will. This isn't going to be a super long show, but we want to... I like reflecting upon the year, what we did. And we are going to do a year-end review of 2025 movies and everything like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to kind of go through what are some movies that you saw that you think have a chance to make your top 100. Is there anything you would make a change to in your top 100? Rises or fallers, anything like that? What gets removed? I actually have quite a few additions, but I want to hear some of your feedback on this one, Bill.
Okay, so I only wrote down three things because I watch a lot of movies, but most of them tend to be Best Picture nominees from years past.
Yes.
And a lot of them are mediocre. It's very rare that I watch one where I'm like, wow, I love that movie. There are two movies that I wrote down that I rewatched this year that I think have a good chance of moving up into my list, and that's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Okay.
Which, it's a very slow movie. Not for everyone. I've heard it can be very confusing to watch for the first time.
Sure.
But I really love it. It's a really great espionage movie. And then the other one was Bringing Up Baby, which is Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn.
Okay, I was going to say, what the fuck movie is that? But that makes sense that I've never heard of it in my life. So
Yeah. It's like a slapstick comedy, I would call it. It's really great.
With Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant.
Katharine
Slapstick
Hepburn,
comedy. Huh.
Katharine Hepburn is like, well, Cary Grant was on vaudeville.
Sure.
So he's like, that makes sense for his physicality. But apparently him and Katharine Hepburn, when they were on set, because they worked together multiple times, apparently he would like teach her a bunch of like tumbling and like different like physical stuff that she could do with her comedy.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. I had watched it previously, probably like at least 5 years ago, and I actually didn't like it much. I remember being like, whatever. Because it's on Criterion, and I always heard of it as like one of the best-selling Criterion movies, and I never got it. I was like, it's fine, but I just watched it maybe like 3 months ago again, and I was like, yeah, I love it. Because I have a real sweet spot for like the 1930s, 1940s comedies.
Yes, you do. You really
So,
do enjoy those comedy movies. At least every top 10 episode, there's at least 1, 2 where I'm like, I never heard this in my life. Okay.
yeah.
Duck Soup is always the
And
one where I'm like, oh, Duck Soup. Got it. Okay.
yeah, that was a big surprise for me. And then the other one that I wrote down was a movie I think I've said before I really love, The Holdovers. I think has a good chance of moving up
Okay.
because that's one of those movies that I probably will watch every year around Christmas.
Sure.
So I could see it becoming pretty high on the list, honestly, because I really do like that movie a lot.
Well, I'll add right away because that is on my list of additions.
Okay.
So I put forth a goal. I'm not going to accomplish the goal because, unfortunately, life happened. And I decided, which we're doing right now, to become a streamer again. and a lot of different stuff happened in life that would kind of took some of the creative out of life for a little while, but now we're back in. But one of my projects was to try to watch 100 movies I'd never seen, and they had to be 2023 or back. Because I didn't want to count new movies towards that, because I don't think that's not the spirit of the project that I was doing.
Sure.
And I've certain got to 60. I doubt it just because of how much streaming I'm doing right now. I'm currently in the middle of as of recording, a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke run, which is taking a lot of my time. That I'm very happy to have my time taken, by the way. But I'm going to get about 60 films. And The Holdovers was one of the first movies I watched that I was like, yes, this is in the top 100. I just think Paul Giamatti does such a good job. It's such a good reflection of life movie that I really enjoy, in which the more you get out of your own way but stick to who you are, the better you'll be. And I think The Holdovers is really good because you stick true to your character, you stick true to who you are, but you start learning it's not all about you. You know, I always think of a quote, just motherfucker, it's not all about you. I want to scream that at people sometimes when they're like that, and sometimes I say it to myself, I'm like, motherfucker, it's not all about you. You know, stop saying what you're saying. And The Holdovers, I think, is great for that. So The Holdovers was very much an addition. That. What about it? Does it reach cozy status for you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Super cozy?
Yeah, because one, the setting is perfect.
Yes.
Like a wintry, like boarding school.
Yep.
And it has like a very like throwback look to it, where it's like kind of gauzy in a way. And
Very
I love that
70s, very 60s,
Yeah.
70s, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely is cozy.
So that is one that's a guarantee, top 100 for me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to place them because I tried doing that late last night. I was like, nightmarish. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Very rarely does anything jump up on my list past 80. Like usually it has to like kind of slowly go up the
So,
ranks.
yeah, I have the ability to pop in. I'm
The
not.
only one that I think oh no, there was two in recent years that really just jumped immediately, and that was Godzilla minus one and Talk to Me. Those were the only two that I put in right in the middle, right around 50. But very rarely does that happen where I'm like, yeah,
Well, right around 50, that's your barometer is The Mummy. That's.
yeah, and that's probably something that will move up too.
I would assume it will, but I was shocked that it was that low. I had other films that I want to say. One we just covered, same recording day, but this is coming out a week or two in between. An omission from my list was How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000, starring Jim Carrey, the live-action rendition. That movie still brings me to tears from time to time, and it's one of the few Christmas movies that I actually get it about the Christmas spirit, because I don't really buy
Sure.
the Christmas spirit or believe in the Christmas spirit. But I think it's so tangibly real, the good feelings and good nature of it. Other films, I'm just going to throw a couple out there because they're more of your ilk and see what sticks here. A movie I think you've even said is kind of meh, but one I think has a chance to be low 100s is The Cider House Rules. I've really enjoyed that film.
I mean, I like that movie.
Right.
Do I think it's a great movie? No.
No.
It's definitely like a 90s Miramax movie where it's like awards bait for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
But I love Michael Caine's performance in it.
Yes, I do too. I think Tobey Maguire is actually very likable in that, and I think that's there. The color purple I found to be really fun and interesting. And then in complete shock, The Sound of Music I fucking loved. And I've never seen the Sound of Music all the way through before. And it was wild because I did Sound of Music. I said this on other shows, but I did that back to back with Heat. So it was a long fucking movie day.
Oh yeah, that
I
is
did
long.
Heat, Sound of Music, The Sting, and Sicario in the same day.
Yeah, those are all wildly different.
All wildly different. I made sure there was some pace and some changes in there, but Sound of Music was the stellar standout of that group, even over The Sting. I really enjoyed The Sting, but Sound of Music was there.
Sound of Music used to be on my top 100. It probably will show up again somewhere.
I'm interested
Down the road.
I'm interested to see how much my list changes over time. Like if we still have this podcast in 5 years, I want to redo this project. Not the full year, but kind of just reflect on how does it change? How do you just because your tastes change and things change about where you're
Oh
going.
yeah, I mean my first list was done in 2015. and it is wildly different.
Oh yeah.
So it's fun to look back and see it.
And another movie of your ilk that has a chance. I'm not sure if it's I just am in love with this performer or if I'm in love with the movie. Is Breakfast at Tiffany's. But I
Mhm.
loved Audrey Hepburn in that film. But I just loved the movie in general. So I'm not sure
I
what's pulling it more, Audrey
I think
Hepburn or
you
the movie.
every time you mention it, I always say you should watch it. But Roman Holiday, top 10 movie for me.
Yeah, you do love Roman Holiday.
I That and Sabrina, I think, are better than Breakfast at Tiffany's. But yeah,
Breakfast at Tiffany's is the icon, but those are the two that you're
yeah,
saying are the better films, which is kind of crazy to say because Breakfast at Tiffany's is a damn good movie too.
yeah.
So that's more of your ilk, those kinds of movies. But then there's other movies that I find to be quite interesting and fascinating that are also making it here. Speed. First watch Speed this year. Game changer.
It's on my
Fucking
list.
love Speed. I know you love Speed, but
I think it was in like the higher 70s, I
yeah.
think.
Which sadly is a huge compliment. People think top 100 and they think if you're not in the upper half it's like an insult. It's like you don't know how many movies Dylan's watched.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot.
And I've also watched thousands of movies myself, but what you do in your spare time is you write movies, you plan movies, or you watch movies. That's it.
Yeah,
Or you make
yeah.
home improvements. That's it. You don't do anything else besides those things. Where myself, I play a lot of video games, I stream, I'm editing shows all the time. I also go on vacation a lot more than Dylan and do a lot of those things. I do have more social engagements than Dylan, even though I don't necessarily want them all the time.
Mm.
So, it's tough. And I'm very much a mood based guy, where your mood is always movies. It's just what mood or what movie fits the mood, as opposed to
Mhm.
are you in for a movie. But Speed was phenomenal, and also Point Break. I can tell you this. That's definitely probably gonna be a top 50. I fucking love Point Break so goddamn much because it's
Yeah.
a vibes movie, and I'm here for the vibes.
I don't love it, but I know a lot of people do. So,
Well, it's just I think it embraces its absurdity a lot, and that's something I really appreciate in a movie like that, where they don't try to be too self serious.
oh yeah.
They just kind of roll with guys. We know this is horseshit.
And I do think it has one of the best moments in movies, which is like where he just grabs a gun and says, "Fuck it," and he jumps out the plane. I mean, that's like a truly great moment.
Oh, it's so fucking cool. Well, there's so many moments in Point Break where you can't, even if you hate the movie, you think it's dumb as hell. You have to go, that's cool. Like
Hmm.
that's cool, man. And yeah, fuck it is my. Trust me, that's gonna be making a lot of appearances in playthrough videos that I do for gaming or other stuff, where it's gonna be a lot of fuck it and just jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
That could be. I'd love to see if I could actually do a list of the top 100 scenes, because I can tell you that's probably top 25. The absurdity of the moment is so awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, Speed and Point Break. I don't know what it is about that early Keanu Reeves, but he does it for me, man.
He's charming. He's a charming guy.
He can barely speak, but he's a charming guy.
No, he can speak.
No,
It's not like he's alone.
no, I know. It's just See, I thought Rocky might surprise me, even though I didn't have high hopes for it. I was like, you never know, maybe it will. I enjoyed Rocky, but it's definitely not top 100 for me.
Oh, yeah,
I don't get the
I
hype
think
about Rocky. I
when,
don't get
when I
that
did
much hype.
yeah when I did my best picture rankings, it was a B. I think I gave it B minus, something like that. So I was like,
Spoilers for a future show. Nice.
so I'm like, yeah. I mean, I do like it quite a bit, but it's not like nowhere near the top 100 for me.
Naturally. And then the newest edition in terms of release, I can guarantee you this will be a top 100 movie. I fucking love this. I think I hyped it up too much for Dylan, but it is 2025 Sinners. What an incredible movie. I don't even think it's a competition for the best movie of the year. Obviously, award season is coming, so we'll see. But
You did answer one of my questions, which was going to be, is there anything from 2025 that you think?
spoilers, as of recording, and we are recording December 10th, and I do plan on being in the theater a lot in December if I have the time to pull it off. I know I'm going to see the new Avatar movie, even though I don't like Avatar. I'm. This is how much I love our viewers and our audience. I'm going to watch a movie I'm not crazy about for a review for them.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to theaters to watch it.
But I would like to try to see Hamnet. That actually does look interesting to me.
I really want to see that.
If I can still find a screening of it, which is tough because it was in and out, and I think they put it too early. Honestly, Rental Family with Brendan Fraser looked interesting, and I would like to try to catch that. There's a couple movies that got that November release that I just thought was a mistake. That I thought would play better as a December film.
Yeah, I didn't. The ones that I haven't seen for 2025 that I'm interested in are Hamnet, One Battle After Another,
Yep.
and then Marty Supreme with Timothy Chalamet.
What is that movie even about?
Apparently, it's about him wanting to be like a ping pong champion or something like that. All I know is it's about ping pong in some way.
What the fuck?
Apparently, it's supposed to be really good.
I'm sure it is, but this is what Timothy Chalamet does. But I'm just like,
I'm
okay,
interested.
cool. Okay, cool. Whatevs. Whatevs.
I mean, that's like, I'm sure there's going to be other ones that I will enjoy too. But like, from what I've seen so far in 2025, Sinners is the closest to being on my list, but I don't think it ever will make it.
No, I don't think Sinners is going to make your list. But Sinners is a great film.
Superman was good. F1 was good.
I like F1 a lot more than I like Superman, but I can't sit here and be like, oh, F1's so much better than everything.
Weapons was good, but none of them really have a shot.
Yeah, Weapons is one that is definitely on my. I gotta watch it before we do our review episode. And then on top of that, I really enjoyed 28 Years Later. That was a really fun watch for me. And then I might go try back and watch something like Companion, a couple of things like that. But
Frankenstein, I have not watched that yet.
Yep, I have a chance.
You never know. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know, but whatever. But those are the new ones that have a shot when we're talking about 2025 releases. To me, the only one that's definitely a top 100 movie is Sinners. I just think Sinners is an incredible film. What an incredible movie. The use of music, the way they introduce new characters, the way they elevate actors. Like, that's a movie that elevates stars.
Actually, I just did think of another one that could be on my list. I think at one point it was somewhere in the 80s or 90s, Shakespeare in Love. I just rewatched it not that long ago.
You really like Shakespeare in Love.
It's a great movie. It's charming as hell.
It's charming as hell. Not cozy status, but it's charming as hell.
People always that versus Saving Private Ryan.
Sure.
Which is just like the most unfair comparison. There's nothing alike at all. It's just, I actually do like Shakespeare in Love quite a bit.
All right, and then the only thing I will say, rankings-wise, I have one ridiculous riser, and I have one that I think people would know after listening to the show. It needs to raise higher on my list. So if I'm looking at it, the one people need to know that's going to raise is, I think every couple of years when I reevaluate, Mad Max Fury Road's only going to go higher. I've said I think it's a perfect movie. I don't think you can make that movie in a different way. Obviously, creativity-wise, mathematically-wise, that's an impossible statement to make, but that is one where I can't see that movie being made any other way it's done, with the same amount of intensity, with the same adrenaline push. Can't imagine that. But one that really shocked you, but won't shock you anymore. I had Red Dawn actually in like the low 90s or 80s. Red Dawn's got to go a lot higher. I fucking love Red Dawn. It's such a comfort movie for me, and I don't know why, but I fucking love Red Dawn.
There's just those random movies that just hit for you.
Yes, they do.
One of mine is Dirty Dancing. I never liked it before, and then all of a sudden I watched it a couple of years ago, and I was like, this movie's awesome. I love it so much. Like, there are just random movies that,
It's the magic of Eric Carmen and Hungry Eyes, man. It'll do it to you.
and it's fun to see like stuff that never really hit for you, and then all of a sudden you'll rewatch it years later.
Yeah.
There's another one that I think could be up on my list again or higher is Grease. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked if Grease keeps climbing. It's just
yeah,
Grease.
like,
Grease has staying power. I think that's the
yeah,
big thing. Is if I look, if I were to guess, because I think it holds still, because I really really enjoyed this movie. But Lisa Frankenstein was in the 40 to 50 range. It was in the 45, and I love Lisa Frankenstein. And I gave it a really positive review when we did the show with it. But
uh-huh.
I mean, yeah. If I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the other stuff around it, like the stuff that's in a similar ilk. I'm like, no, that's been around for 5 to 10 years. I don't think that's going to be moving much, unless spots overtake it, as opposed to it's going to just fall. Where I think Lisa Frankenstein wouldn't be shocked if it's still on the list, but it keeps clawing for position as opposed to, oh, it's in. It just matters where it's in, kind of thing.
Yeah, there are also movies like that all the time that are on my list where it's just like it's really of the moment and you really love it,
Yes.
then eventually it just slowly fades.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how it goes with movies. That's how it's supposed to be with movies, though, honestly. That's the magic of movies and why you can keep going to it. It's not like a sports franchise where, that's what people want in their sports franchises, right? Is to have the team that can always go the distance and always do it. But that's why they look back so nostalgically on their team that wins the Super Bowl or their team that wins the World Series. I have such romantic feelings towards those sports teams or those teams that achieve something, right? Movies, you can just have it because they exist in their format at all times.
Mhm.
But there are those moments in movies that really capture you, but over time, maybe they don't in the same way. That's just how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, I was just looking at my list from 2022 and I have a couple of them. Like Palm Springs. Have you ever seen that?
No, but I know you really enjoy Palm Springs.
It's really
Oh wait,
it's a
no,
really
is that Andy Samberg? That one?
yeah.
Yes, I
Yes.
have seen that.
Yeah, I really love that movie.
Did I watch
Like
that this year?
I could see that being on my list in future years.
Sure,
Like if I just randomly rewatch it.
sure.
Like it's just there are always those movies where it's very of the time.
Yeah, no, and there's movies that got in because when I was thinking of stuff, I thought of moments where Wonder Woman made my list. It was in the low 90s, but Wonder Woman, and really when I think of Wonder Woman, I enjoy the movie, but there's one moment that is spectacular that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie is not up to
Yeah.
that standard. But there's that one goddamn scene for 3 minutes where it brings to life a character I've loved since I was a child. And I'm like, nope, let's fucking roll. And the vibe hits. So, yeah, I don't know. It's always fun to see where that's going to go. But it's been a fun little reflection. This is a nice little bonus episode for anyone who's interested in the top 100. But check out, I'd highly recommend this exercise to anyone who really likes movies. Because I think you learn a lot about your tastes. I think you learn a lot about what you value in a
Well,
movie.
one of the things it's not just doing the exercise, it's keeping it somewhere where you're not going to throw it away
Yeah.
and then you can look at it years later. That's
Yeah.
what's really fun for me. 'Cause,
I've
like
s-
looking back at 2015, I'm like, wow.
I remember your 2015 list. You always bring up, what was it? The Hobbit.
Yeah, the Hobbit trilogy was in there, and I was like, what? Why?
I mean, here's the thing: as a Lord of the Rings fan, I can understand it, but yeah, it's not the greatest trilogy of all time. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest here, you know.
Yeah. I
It's,
mean, I was 21 at the time, so
but again, it's a fun. I think it's also a fun little time capsule of who
yeah,
you were at the time
exactly.
and how have you evolved and what you've changed and what you've done. I'd love to
Mhm.
watch that. I'd love to see that 2020 or that 2015 list again, just to be like, what? I can't believe this is on here for you. Because also you do hit me with these odd curveballs that I don't expect. And I'd love to see 2015's curveballs that you give me.
There's quite a few. I'm sure there are.
Maybe we'll do that on the show one day. We'll go into old Dylan's favorite 100 movies and go from there. So,
Mhm.
any last parting words on this project?
No, I just think I do agree. I think it's a fun thing to do if you love movies.
And now we have the problem of what's our next big project? And we got to think of a tournament, so that's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be fun to do. But we appreciate it. If you guys have been away for the entire ride, we appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening wherever you've been. It's been a fun year for us to do this. It's brought Dylan and I honestly closer, and it's been really good to be able to do this and spend time with all of y'all. So thank you so much for watching and listening wherever you've been. Tune in for the next couple episodes. We got some bonus content coming your way for the holidays, because this episode is going to release Monday, December 22nd. So this is 12 days in advance. At least I think it is, because Dylan and I still have to do a couple other shows that I'm sure he's going to love. Getting to do, like, watch Force Awakens and other stuff.
Mhm. Great.
But thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Pay attention to some other stuff. If you want to check out more content, go check out our YouTube channel, which is PT Creative, which you guys are probably already on, but you can go to Spotify if you want to just take the show on the go. Plus, you can go check out our streaming platform. It's PT Creative over on Twitch. And you can see some gaming content with your boy over here, but also some live records of the show as well. And then check out the Instagram. Give some likes, give some comments. Help us live this algorithm that doesn't want to let us live. Help us live in the algorithm for a little bit. That would be super helpful. And more importantly, thank you for watching and listening. Go treat yourself right and go watch a great movie. And do a top 100 list for funsies. Peace, love, and hugs to you all. Goodbye!